Hey, welcome to Cahsee Math Released question number 26. Dealing with some fractions here. Which fraction is equivalent to 5/6 plus 7/8? What do we need to add fractions? We need a common denominator. And so generally it's easiest to find the lowest one, the lowest common denominator. So if you look at these two numbers, 6 and 8, what's the LCM, the lowest common multiple of those, is going to be, well, 6 times 4 is 24 and 8 times 3 is 24. So the LCM would be 24. That would be the fastest way to do this if you recognize that. So how am I going to get 5/6? So that has a a denominator, there we go, of 24. That's going to be multiplying by 4. But if I multiply the bottom by 4, I got to do the same thing to the top, because this is like multiplying the number by 1. 4 divided by 4 is just 1. And you can multiply any number times 1, and it's not going to change that number. For us, it's just going to change the way that number looks. But it's still the same number in a new disguise, you might say. And then 7 over 8, you can multiply that by 3 over 3. 3 over 3 is just 1, but multiplying the bottom by 3 will give us that desired outcome, the desired denominator on the bottom of 24. So on the bottom, we'll have 24 for this one, and we'll have 24 for this one. Multiplication of fractions is very easy. Just go straight across. So 5 times 4, that's 20, and 7 times 3, that's 21. Add these two numbers together, and the denominator, hopefully you remember from previous classes, remains the same. Once you get the denominator the same with addition or subtraction, it stays the same, and then you just add or subtract the tops. So we have addition here, add the tops together, and you have 41 over 24. Look at your answers, it's listed like that. So this is your final answer. They may have it as a mixed number, so let's just see what that would be as well. So you'd have, this would be 24 goes into 41 one whole time, and then what's 41 minus 1 multiple of 24 is just 24. 41 minus 24 would be 17, and so this would be equivalent as a mixed number to 1 and 17 over 24. So this might be another way they list the answers. That's just why I'm showing you that here, just in case they do that. Now another method that will always work, as long as you're willing to do an extra step at the end, is to take the denominators, which here is 6 and 8, and just multiply them together. Just multiply by opposite denominators, in other words. So you could do this problem like this too. You can multiply this by the opposite denominator of 6 here is the 8, so you can multiply by 8 over 8, and then the 7/8 you can multiply by 6 over 6, the opposite denominator. So let's see if this works out to get us the same answer in the end. You've got 40 over 48 for that first one, and you've got, this would be 42 over 48. Add them together, you've got that common denominator of 48, so now that stays the same. 40 plus 42 is 82, and you look at that and you say, oh, those are both even, so you can reduce that. You can for sure divide it by 2 at least, and you may be able to reduce more. Let's see. So 42 or 82 divided by 2 is 41. You could use long division to get that too if that wasn't coming mentally to you. And then 48 divided by 2 is 24. So either way you do it, we can't reduce that anymore. You get the same answer.